Hi, this is Michael. I just wanted to record some thoughts today on one of my favorite authors, and I actually consider him a mentor as well, although we never officially met. I'm talking about Joseph Campbell, the great comparative mythology professor. And again, I just wanted to share a few of his thoughts because I feel like they're very important for all of us to listen to in this day and age. The crazy state that we find the world in. I feel like this is some important stuff. So anyhow, we'll start out with the first one. It says, "Do not become part of the system. Make the system work for you." And I think it's very important to realize this because so many people get caught up in for example, working for corporate America and having to fire people for unjust reasons or achieve quotas and goals each quarter that are very stressful to achieve and beyond a lot of people's capabilities. And it's like people lose a part of their humanity when they become a part of this big machine, so to speak. I think that's what he's touching on. And it's so important to keep love and compassion in your heart um, for others as well as yourself to lead a happy life. The next comment is find what makes you happy and follow your bliss. Again, I think this is critical in achieving um, happiness and prosperity in life. I see a lot of people, again, working jobs that they can't stand or that they're unhappy with, um, and that yet they continue to do it each and every day. They don't feel like they can do any better, and it's within all of us to strive to do better. That's part of life, uh, part of humanity to overcome struggles and try and become the best person that you can. Another thing he mentions is be Christ-like, show compassion and love for others. Um, One thing that he mentions that I think is key, because we are mammals, animals, if you will. We have a temper, and that seems to show itself quite a bit in this world nowadays. Just look at all the violence that we see and the wars being fought and all the disagreements. And whenever one of the things he says that's important is whenever you instinctively feel that anger or um, whatever type of malice or anything towards another person, he said you should immediately switch that over to compassion. And he said, each time that you feel that anger, whenever you mentally make the choice to feel compassion rather than anger, then that makes you a better person. Now, I'm not saying that we shouldn't show anger. That's an instinct that we were born with, but I think it should be used in more appropriate manners for like defending oneself or defending one's family, but not in the context of, well, for example, road rage or something of that nature. It's just really people need to learn how to control the irrational savage within, which is another Joseph Campbell saying, which I think it's a simple saying, but it's so very, very true. Um, that's what I love about some of the things he talked about. Very prolific. A lot of the things that he shares with us. The other thing that I think is really important, and this is probably one of the most key things that he talks about, is the ultimate aim of the quest or goal in life is to find the wisdom and power to serve others. I think in doing so, again, this makes you a better person, makes you more well-rounded, and gets some of that compassion and love that he talks about into your heart. And God knows we could sure use a lot more of that in this world, I'll tell you. Um, and that's pretty much it. I did want to touch on one last thing. He does state that we are all one, all all the same, a human race, and that we all come from the same source. And so a lot of these wars that are being fought over religion and politics and money and power and greed and oil, and you can go on and on and on, but a lot of these wars are being fought over when you get down to the core issues. For instance, Christians versus Muslims. Christians are trying to make the world better for their God. The Muslims are trying to make the world better for Allah. And it's all one and the same. Whether you call this great mysterious source Allah, God, the Tao, whether you're a Buddhist, whatever, it's all the same source. We all come from this source, and it's just a great mystery. It's so fascinating to study, and it's something that I think we shouldn't take for granted. We should appreciate every day that we have here and be grateful for this miracle that we call life. Uh, Even though we can't exactly define it or know where we came from or where we're going, it's just the miracle of existence is just an amazing thing, and I see it each and every day. For instance, when I look out my window, um, I see nature's beauty at work with all the trees and the snow outside, and a big lake out in front of my place, and it's just an amazing thing, again, that we should never take for granted. Um, Anyhow, I'm getting a little bit deep towards the end of this, so I think I'll stop for now. But I hope you guys enjoyed my thoughts. If you have any feedback you want to give me, feel free to leave it, and I appreciate you watching. Have a great day.